what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being.
Hello there and welcome back to my channel. This is What If Deku Was Cheating on Part 3. Now before I start this episode, I just want to shout out someone. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, even though I talk to you a lot. Shout out to Dubnushe. Sorry if I say the name wrong because I usually just call him Dub. Anyways, if I remember I'll put his link down in the description. So I just want to shout out him because, well, he's awesome and he deserves the love. And sorry, it's midnight. I just want to say shout out to him because he deserves the love. And he's an awesome guy and he deserves the love and support. Now, when we last left off, Deku just was looking at the 0 pointer, about to destroy it. When he opened his eyes, his eye structure looks this eye looks different. It looked like, I don't really want to describe it. I'm just gonna show a picture of it. His eye turned into this. Yeah, I'm really sleepy, so I don't. So I'm real tired. So I'm just okay. Now I'm awake. So I walked around my room and splashed my face with water. So now I'm awake. So we rest left off, Deku activated his Mangekyo Sharingan to us. But for the pro heroes, his eyes just look different. Then a purple skeleton torso with a head and two arms. One arm had a katana appeared around him as the skeleton swiped once and the 0 pointer was cut in half. And everybody was impressed, shocked, and confused. Mostly All Might because he didn't know how Deku got this power. And I think Deku gave, yeah, yeah. Deku, All Might took one for all, so yeah. Then, as you said, well, Izuku Midori, then Izuku looked at him with his Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke Uchiha, you pass. As then Sasuke walked away. I'm just gonna call him Sasuke, but when he's talking to the real Sasuke, I'm gonna call him Izuku. So then Sasuke was walking away to class 1A, but at this time was lunchtime, so the end of lunchtime. So students were coming back to their classes. So when then Deku was walking to class 1A, he met a girl that was kind to him, very kind to him. This girl was none other than Kendo. I don't remember her last name. Dang it! I just looked up her last name. I'm just gonna call him Kendo. Kendo. And she instantly could recognize Izuku because he still had the green hair. No, he still had the green eyes, not the green hair. He has pitch black eyes. And for the last time, I'm gonna say this: Deku looks like adult Sasuke. He doesn't look like young Sasuke. Because a lot of people tell me to make him look like teen Sasuke at the end of Shippuden, but I'm not gonna do that. He looks like adult Sasuke. So then Kendo said, "Is that you, Midoriya?" Then Deku looked at her and said, "Oh, Kendo, how are you doing?" Then she started blushing because she kind of had a crush on him. And this is after the USJ. Yeah, this is after USJ. Then she started poking her finger and said, "Yeah, I'm doing this." She started poking her finger and said, "I'm doing fine. How about you?" Well, after getting cheated on, yeah, for someone who just got cheated on, I feel good. And she didn't know that Deku was cheated on, but only class 1A and the teachers knew that Deku was cheated on. What? You got cheated on? By No, she knows that he was dating Uraraka. So she was when Deku started dating Uraraka because he started dating her after the U.S. entrance exam. So then she got disappointed. But when she heard that Deku was cheated on by Uraraka, she was mad and sad for Izuku. And then she said, "How could she do that?" And then Izuku said, "I don't know. I don't care." As he then said, "Well, it's time for me to go to class. See you. See ya." As she then grabbed his arm and said, "Can we hang out? Can we hang out?" She is saying this as she was looking away. And then Deku said, "Sure. How about after class?" And the dorms were implemented. So because paying, they were because they were there, just they implemented the dorms on earlier, just because plot. Yeah. And then she got a smile on her face and said, "Yeah, after class." Then they separated way. They went separate ways as Deku opened the door to class 1A, and knew that Aizawa was at the teacher box where they were spectating what Izuku was doing. So Aizawa knew that Izuku was coming back, but the other students didn't. But they knew that Izuku came back to UA, but they didn't know that he would come tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Come today. And then Izuku opened the door. For class 1A, they saw a black-haired young man come in. That wasn't wearing the uniform. He was wearing a cloak. I don't want to describe what Sasuke is wearing. He basically wearing this. So yeah, all the girls were blushing. The guys were jealous. Sorry guys for the pause. I just want to get some water because I was freaking thirsty. So where did I left off? Yeah, Deku just came into the room. All the girls were blushing. The boys were jealous. The boys were jealous. Then Aizawa said, "Introduce yourself." As then Deku walked up to the front of the class and said, "My name is Sasuke Uchiha." As then he walked up to Izuku's seat. As then Kirishima stood up and said, that seat is occupied." "By who?" said Sasuke. "Our friend Izuku Midoriya." As then Sasuke smiled and said, "So Kirishima, you haven't changed at all." "Wait, how do you know my as that he realized. This can't be. You can't be. But Momo, Todoroki, well, who else is smart? Uh, no. I said Bakugo and Uraraka. Yeah, so Ida is still his friend. Did I do that? I honestly don't remember. If I said Ida and Bakugo, scratch that, it's only Bakugo. And Ida realized that this was Izuku, but the other students that were idiots didn't realize this. I don't know why I hate class 1A. I don't hate the whole entire class, but I hate some students. Like Ura bitch. I hate her a lot. So let's get back to the story. As then Momo stood up and said, "Midoriya, is that you?" And then Izuku looked at her and said, as intelligent as I remember you were, yeah. Yagirozu. As then everybody realized, as then Sasuke sat down, and then Aizawa said, we're having a field trip. We're going to a specific facility, a training facility for you to learn to know how to rescue people in specific circumstances. As then he said, wear your costumes and go to the bus. As then Deku just jumped out of the window, which everyone was scared as when they looked down, they saw him walking down, like to this at the side of the UA building, like walking on the wall. As everybody was shocked, as then he jumped off the wall, landed in front of the bus. Since he wasn't wearing a uniform, and he got permission to wear what he's wearing currently when he's in class, so he doesn't need to wear a uniform. As then he was waiting for 5 minutes. No, He was waiting for 1 minute. Then Aizawa came in and started talking to him and said, "So, Midoriya, what happened to you?" Then he said, "I opened my eyes." As he activated his Sharingan, and I could see. I opened my eyes and I could see the world, the true world, not the world that I knew before. This world is corrupted, and I will save it and bring peace to this world. Then Aizawa smiled and said, "You know what? I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do this anyways." Inko was killed. Yeah, Best mom was killed. Sorry for the Inko fans, but she was killed. She was killed when Deku was 10 by a villain that was running away from heroes. He like broke down the door and held Inko hostage, and Deku was at school, and then he shot her, and he was caught. Yeah, yeah. Then Aizawa and Deku start talking. Like Deku's favorite, like honestly, Deku's best friend is Aizawa. Since he hates Bakugo, Ida doesn't talk to him as much because, well, he beat down Bakugo and that was a gruesome sight. So he doesn't want to talk to him as much, not anymore, but as much. So Deku's best friend is honestly Aizawa, and Aizawa accepted it. And then they waited for 10 minutes. The students came back. No, they came. The students, the students came to the bus. Then Deku sat down next to Aizawa because he doesn't want to talk to the other students. And him and Aizawa are like the same height. They honestly have the same hairstyle, but except that Deku's hair is a little more silky, and they have like their powers are honestly the same. Not their powers involve their eyes, so it's honestly the same, but in different. Just that the Sharingan is more overpowered, and yeah, they have a lot of similarities. And I will do something in the future that many people will like. Then Deku and Aizawa were talking, and everybody noticed this, but they didn't pay any mind to it. As then they arrived at a facility that was huge. As when they got out of the bus, they saw the Space Hero 13. I'm pretty sure she's a girl, not a boy. A lot of people say she's a boy, but I'm pretty sure she's a girl. As then she said, "Welcome to the unforeseen. What's his name? Unforeseen simulation joint, join, joint. I don't remember. Or you can call it the USJ." As then 13 started her lecture, about how quirks are dangerous and they can be used to kill. As then Deku was sensing some negative intentions. As then he walked up to Aizawa and said, I have a bad feeling. As then Aizawa said, what do you mean? Something's gonna happen. And Deku has this cold, not this cold like persona, but he's really a nice, kind dude. But he's just cold by nature. I need to drink water. Sorry, guys. Where was I? As then a purple portal appeared at the middle of the USJ. As then Kirishima said, "Whoa, they even have fake villains." As then Deku said, "Those are not fake villains; those are real." As then Aizawa and Deku jumped down at the same time, and Deku has his katana, but he won't use it to kill anybody. He will cut them, but he will mostly use the blunt side, so he doesn't hurt anyone as bad, but he will hurt people. And yeah, where was I? And Aizawa trusts Deku and his power, so he didn't yell at Deku for jumping in. As then they started wrecking some villains. They pretty much defeated every single villain in the USJ, mostly Deku because he used his insane speed to go around the USJ, defeating villains left and right. And Kurigiri was pretty shocked, so he didn't teleport the students, so everybody was still at the front of the USJ. As then Shigaraki started scratching his neck violently. As then he looked at Kurigiri and said, "Kurigiri, bring the Nomu." I don't really have a good Shigaraki voice, so yeah. Yeah. And for plot, because I want Deku to have a challenge, the Vanguard Action Squad has already joined the league. So Spinner, Magna, yeah, that's his name. That's her name or his name. I don't really remember. Dobby, Toga, and Twice are already in the group, and Muscular. No, Muscular's not here. He's not here yet. As then, Kurigiri brought the Nomu, and Chura told you guys go after the students. We skip back to Deku and Aizawa. I can hear what they're saying. That thing is dangerous, as he pointed at the Nomu. So what we gonna do about it? Said Aizawa. You take care of the group. I'll take care of the creature, the bird thing. And then Aizawa nodded. As then the Vanguard action squads charged at the students, but they were intercepted by Aizawa as he started breaking some ass. As Toga was about to stab him, but Bakugo threw an explosion at her and said, "Move it, you bitch." As then Dobby threw some fire at him, which was about to hit Bakugo, but Todoroki summoned a ice structure around Bakugo before the fire blast could hit him. As then Ida kicked Dobby in the face. As then Class 1A was basically fighting the Vanguard Action Squad of the League of Villains. We skip back to the Nomu and Deku. Deku was fighting the Nomu. He was cutting it, but the number would heal instantly. And then he got mad. And his Sharingan started flaring and spinning violently. As then it changed form into the Mangekyo Sharingan. And this will gonna end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to check Dubnushe. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Don't forget to check Dub. Yeah. If I remember, I'll put his link in the description. Well, see you. Peace.